Hello guys, so today we are doing some posing. I will show you what I've learned until now. So if you want to get better at posing, you should start practicing at least half an hour a day. And I don't know, I will show you what I know. Maybe I'm wrong, but until now I have pretty good posing. Not the best, but pretty good, I would say. So let's start. Okay, guys, for the mandatory pose, you start like with the legs. You want to pose like from bottom up, like I need to pose. I need to fix my legs and then my mid section and then my upper body. Like you think, okay, legs. Okay, what's next? The core, and then the arms. Okay, so you start with the legs parallel, and then you go a bit outside, and the pelvic area you need it to bring a bit back, to show off the legs. And after that you need to push with the legs outside, like doing this, something like this, to activate them, you know and you will show off the legs. Maybe if you don't have big adductors, you need to contract a bit your glutes to bring up like between the legs, but you don't want to lose the quad separation, so be very careful with that. Okay, into the position, and then you have front relaxed. You can do it like this. You need to be big, wide, so don't be shy to stay like this. Like you are not showing off the lats so good, so you need to bring up the chest and the arms up, because if you bring up the chest you can open up the lats, and it looks better. So something like this. And if you want like the classic with the vacuum, you start like with the hands here, like to not show off when you are breathing, you are breathing, you don't want to show off that. So you put the hands here, and then okay, so this is the front pose. You saw that I started with the legs, the positioning, and then with the core, like you needed the core or to be a bit crunched, but not so much, because you need to bring up the chest up, 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 up. If you have the chest up, you can bring the legs outside. Okay, so we start with the next one. The next one is the quarter turn, and then you put the leg, the left leg, like a bit more in front of the right leg. So like here you can see my other leg a bit, and then you start with the glute to activate it. And this is the most part that most of the people are getting wrong. So when you are doing the quarter turns, you want to bring the legs like in the other pose, you bring up the legs up, 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 and then with that you are trying to turn but not lose the leg, because it's showing very nice, you know and this arm you try to bring it like in front of the body, like to show off the shoulder, the chest, the arm, but you don't have to shake so much, so don't try to hold the muscle so hard, like chill. Okay, so You start with the legs, the glute. You are trying with the other leg to push on the hamstring, to show off the hamstring. Okay, and then you start with the uh, front, leg spread, and then you will let the hand outside, 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 and then bring only this in the inside, not the arm, only the forearm. So you could a bit turn to the left to show off to all the judges, You needed to show off to the left ones, to the right ones. So, and you need after uh, you've been like here, in this position, you need to flex a bit the obliques and the abs. So, okay, so don't forget, I will show you from here. You need to do this and then bring the arm here for showing the chest and the shoulder, and the other one you start with this and you do this like it's still on my side. It's not putting my arm inside, not here. You want it here and inside the forearm, you see what I'm doing, like I'm keeping the lat activated to show off. Okay, so this is the quarter turn. Let's show the back relaxed. Like in the back relaxed, you need to bring up the glutes outside, and try to activate the hamstring, the glutes, and the back. You are trying to move the legs outside, like you need to bring them outside, okay, something like this. Flex a bit the legs, try not to move the uh, glutes so much inside, like you need to leave them a bit outside so you can go back and show off that V taper, So, bam, bam. Okay, so it's the same thing with the legs. You need to have the chest up and open up. Okay, so don't forget about the legs. You need to show off the pelvic area. You need to bring it like up, and then you start with turning your legs outside, the front of the leg outside, and then start with the hamstring, glute, and then lean a bit in the back and open up like. Okay, so let's move to the back double bicep. So here you can do it with a leg back, so you put a leg a bit back. It's the same thing, like you move the legs outside to shove the glute and the hamstring, and try not to move the pelvic area to in front, like don't move it forward, because you are going to lose a lot of the legs showing. So put it one here, one in front, turn it outside, both. Try not. Okay, so I keep it. For the back. So what you need to know about the back when you do the back double bicep, you need to open up, and then you don't need to bring the arms so much in. You need to have the thing uh, to contract the muscle, but you don't want to exhaust the muscle. You only have to contract it to show it off. So how we do that? For the bicep, let's say, if I leave my hand like this, you know, I'm showing off the bicep, but not so much. But if I turn my wrist inside, that's a lot better. Like you see it better. So from here, bring it here. It's showing off more, and it's not that exhausting. Like if you try to hold like this or semi rotated the wrist, it's more harder to keep showing the bicep. But if you turn the wrist and just hold it like this, you don't have to squeeze very hard, so you don't get exhausted so fast. Okay, this is the thing. You bring the arms up, and outside because you want to open up, to show off the lats. But don't forget what I said about the chest. You need to have the chest up for showing up the lats. So I will show you from front. Okay, so after you bring up the arms, and the elbows a bit outside, like show. So the arms, you need to bring up the wrist inside, the elbow closer to the camera, and up and a bit down to contract the muscle, the lat. Okay, so it's the same thing front and back, but in the back, like you can do it like this, like and you really don't care about the breathing when you are showing off the back because nobody is seeing your front, so you can breathe as hard as you can. Okay, it's a bit weird, but you need to show off the back, not other muscle, or you don't need to show off the abs when you are in the back. And try always when you do your back poses to keep the pelvic area a bit outside because you can lean more with the back, to arch the back. Because if you arch, this part it becomes smaller and the upper back becomes bigger, so you have a V shape. Okay, so let's recap fast. The leg here, the leg in the back. Try to stay really good on this leg and this leg. Move it outside to shove the hamstring. Don't forget the pelvic area should be outside. Okay, and then arch the back. Okay, side chest. So the thing with the side chest, you need to start with the leg here. The other leg, you put it in the middle of this leg. you are going to stay on this leg, you know, to activate the quad, and don't squeeze the hamstring. You only need to push the hamstring into the other leg because you want to show it off, like to have a big hamstring. So you stay on this leg, the quad is activated, the glute you need to activate it, and push the knee inside to see more hamstring. Okay, and then with the hands you can go like for the side chest. You put the hands here, here, or here, you know. But I usually put it like here, one finger here, and then okay. And you need to have this arm as close to the body to close up. You don't want to leave any space here, you know. So you bring it in front of you, like you see, no space, trying to show off the chest and the shoulder. Okay, so, and with this one you need to do a shrug, you know, a shrug, and let the hand down, like the shoulder down. You should let do the shrug and shoulder down. So you are opened, and you can do like this, and you put the hands a bit lower to see the obliques and the abs. This is the first side chest, but you are not showing up the chest so much. Okay, and the Arnold style side chest is like the same thing with the arm. You put it as close as you can to not leave a gap, and try to have a lot of air in you, like to expand the rib cage. And then you come, and you don't want to show this, so you put it here and try to hide that. And try with this hand to have the shoulder as far as back and low, so you can see the chest. Okay, uh, and for the side tricep it's like almost the same thing. You have two choices, like you come with the legs same way, and you have the arm. You can hold your arm from here, or others hold it from here or from here, you know. I usually hold my hand like this, you know. I can show the tricep like this and like this, like I can move my arm. So, and here you need always to remember, hold my core and lower abs and obliques squeezed, like to, you don't want to have a lot of air in you because it will show up like bulkier, you know. And you can put the hand a bit further of the body to show you have a small waist. But if you already have a small waist, you don't need really to go as far, you know, with the hand. So it's really good here. Have the shoulders positioned like inside chest on the same level. So try to bring this shoulder in front with the chest, and then press with the hand as down, 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 down. The obliques, the abs, and try to move the tricep like in front to see like the tricep, you know. So, and you can bring up this leg and put it like this, you know. If it's hard for you to show off the tricep, like holding like this, you can hold it the other way, like this, you know. So it's showing off more like this. And try not to bring the shoulders up. Like it's really weird to do like this. I don't know. Don't do this. Like do the shoulders down, always down, the chest up. Don't forget to bring the arm from the back inside to see the chest and the shoulder. Bam. And you can do this like put the left leg in front and the other leg in the back, and you can show off like the calf and the hamstring, like you can, you know. And don't forget about the glute because it's important. Okay, so the next pose, it's front double bicep, like I showed you how to do it, but little reminder, the legs, the abs and the arms and the chest up. And then with the vacuum, and then you can do this, like leave the right leg behind or the other leg, doesn't matter, and the left leg a bit outside and in front, and you are pressing on this leg and this leg in the same time. You bring up your pelvic area down to activate the muscles, and then what I said in the front pose, when you want to activate the legs, you push outside, you know, push outside. Okay, and then you can do it with the vacuum or with the abs, doesn't matter, it's your choice and your structure you are working with. It's not something wrong if you can't do the vacuum. So better to start like this, trying to get out all the air, and then I need to practice more, but something like this. And I need you to show the lat spread, you know. So the first one was the front relaxed to show off the legs, the all the front of the body, but you need to show off the legs in the front lat spread or the back lat spread. It's the same thing uh, in the big part. So put the pelvic area back, try to squeeze a bit the glute to close up this area, and the legs outside. Put the hands like higher than usual, like don't put it very low because it's not showing really the legs so good. So you need to put it up, the chest is up, and you need to open. So legs, you need to press down on the obliques and try to bring up your shoulder blades in front like this, you know. It's very hard for a beginner to open up, so you need to practice because it's really easy to get like the shoulders getting up, you know. Instead of getting the lat spread, you are caving in, you know. You don't want to do that. You need to bring up the hands in front of you with the shoulders down, with the chest up. So you can put this area, or maybe if it's easier for you, like this thumb, and for me it's better to put this area because I can press harder on my obliques and activate the shoulder blades to come outside. And after you have the shoulder blades outside with the lats, you can press on the lats to activate them to show it better. Okay, so the last pose is eben thighs. It's called maybe a vacuum pose sometimes because you can do the vacuum too. So you start with the leg in the back, one in front, like the front double bicep, how I showed you. Put it outside. You need to bring up the hands. Don't leave the elbows outside, bring them in. You need to have the shoulders down, and then you can show off a bit the arms, but that doesn't matter because you need to bring up, like I usually put my hands like this and press on my neck down. Like I need to bring up my hands like this. I try to do this, you know, to activate the lats. So and don't forget to get all the air out because you need to show off the abs, the obliques, and it's really hard when you have air. So okay, and the vacuum, like you saw that I do the vacuum almost in any pose because I'm really good at that, and it's mandatory in classic physique. So if you want to practice the vacuum, you don't need to pose like this to like you don't have to flex the legs and all that to train the vacuum. So I saw a video with Rich Piana that said you really need to uh, be like this. Maybe if it's easier for you, uh, let me show you. Like so, if you want to train like the vacuum, it's really easy. Like I don't know if you have a high table or something, or doing like this, put the hands in front of you, try maybe to grab a bit, and then you start to do the vacuum. And you do this like for 5 minutes, like with a rest between. And then if you are getting more advanced, you are going to do it like without a support, you know, like do it like this. But it's easier if you let all the air out, like and try not to eat something like before doing the vacuum because it's going to be harder. So Yeah, this is the posing routine that uh, I will do for my competition. I hope that it's helping you. If you have any problems or questions, you can ask me, and I will suggest to see others posing, like Raf Diesel. It's one of the best posers in classic physique. Why not look at him? Because it has really good advice. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've liked it, and we are going to meet up again later. Thank you very much. Bye guys.